I'm Chris Munch. I work for ArtemisIT, which is an MSP in Brevard County. I'm the Director of Operations, so I have all the tactical and strategy in my scope of work. I meet with EAD on a monthly basis, one-on-one, and get some direct coaching. When there's emergencies or I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can always reach out and have phone conversations. We've had meetings a couple times when I've been in particularly, tough situations. I think the effectiveness of the team overall has just gotten so much better. I can think of many times where we've had multiple meetings of, 1 hour each. So instead of having 2 meetings that are an hour each for 2 hours, we can have a meeting for 15 minutes and get to the conclusion a lot quicker. So this, you're saving 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes per week, that adds up over time, especially if you can target it to do other things that are, more focused on keep building, and that exponentially goes up over time. We're really in the stages of building our culture. We were kind of lost on what that meant and how to get there, and we had no idea. Now it feels like, even though we're still at the starting line for that, it really feels like we have better equipped with the tools to have those conversations. We can get on the same page quicker. We can discuss these things and not be at odds. We not only know the result this time, we know how the steps on how to get there, so we can actually start to build culture, as opposed to before we couldn't do that at all. I think the great thing about EAD services is that any type of organization will greatly benefit from it. Communication is the foundational building block for any good organization, and having to be able to know how to communicate with any type of person is just paramount. So, any type of person, any type in the organization, being able to communicate with, their teammates, their leaders, people below them, is just second to none. What I would say to a fellow executive who's on the fence is that getting better is a long and arduous process, so why not start now? There's no sense waiting until you want to get better instantly, because that's just not how the process of getting better works. The cliche is, tomorrow never comes, as a cliche for a reason, because if you keep waiting and waiting, by the time you're ready to do it, it's too late. The value of working with EAD, I would quantify as a 33% return immediately, and that's just in 1 year. I think that I've become 50% more effective communicator with my team, become 25 more effective as a leader. If I think of that, compounding over time, that 33% is going to grow exponentially over the coming years. I would recommend, on a scale of 1 to 5, with EAD, a 4.95. I do recognize that there's some people who might just be too arrogant or not willing to change to do this kind of thing, and you need to be willing to take a hard look in the mirror and grow. So with that, I can't give a complete 5, but other than those people, everyone should do it.